Hallo, vandaag hebben we weer een inspirerende video. Een video over hoe je met je klanten kunt interacteren. En niet op de traditionele manier, maar dit keer op een volledig digitale manier. En we hebben heel vaak gesproken over hoe je vanuit Internet of Things een trigger kunt sturen naar een bedrijf, zodat klanten zonder na te denken eigenlijk zaken met je kunnen doen. Vandaag gaan we vanuit een trigger werken via social media. Dus hoe kun je een post van iemand op social media omzetten in aandacht voor je product of dienst, interesse, misschien een onderzoeksfase en dan een bestelfase kunt creëren. Nou, dat zijn natuurlijk game changers als het ware op het gebied van customer engagement. Deze game changer heb ik een keer eerder gedeeld, toen is hij nog niet zo vaak bekeken, dus ik gooi hem gewoon in de rerun. En het gaat over frictieloos zaken doen met je klanten en hoe fijn ze dat vinden. Er wordt ook nog een korte uitleg over gegeven. Dus ja, volgens mij is dit inspiratie van de bovenste plank van hoe je met klanten kunt interacteren in die nieuwe connected mobile wereld. Dus veel plezier met kijken en tot later.
Hi, I'm Scott Sherwood from Pivotal. I'm going to talk about boosting customer engagement and how we turn streams of data into action with PCF and GCP. And along the way, we'll talk a fair bit about retail. We'll also touch on personalization and how data can drive that. We'll do some data processing, image analysis, sentiment analysis, machine learning, and more. And so, as an experiment, we thought, what would it be like as a retailer to compete in this space? How would we approach the problem space? What would we do to begin to find a solution for our customers to deliver a better experience? And so we made up a retailer. We called it Boho Chic. We scraped another retailer site for inventory that gave us something to work with, something to play with. We focused on the art of the possible. What's the first experiment we could run? We gave ourselves the freedom to fake it till we make it. We didn't try and solve every problem. We just wanted to prove one thesis. And along the way, I think we created some really state-of-the-art work. There's a lot of interesting stuff in the demo I'll show you in just a second. We also created a customer. We named her Mia PCF. And we decided on an experiment. We wanted to use Mia's social media data to create a personalized sales offer. After all, Mia is one of Boho Chic's better customers. She shops often, she's active with us online, and she's loyal to our brand. We both follow each other on Twitter too. So let's say Mia tweeted about her friend's party this weekend and this desire for something new to wear. Can we find the perfect dress for her? Can we make her an offer she can't refuse? After all, it's this idea of data-driven personalization that is key to winning and keeping customers. We want to use her data to build an understanding of her needs and her timing. We want to match an item in our catalog and then find it in stock at her local store. And we want to send her a personalized offer to buy it now in store for 30% off. So let's look at a demo. Here's my tweet. You can see I do this tweet often, but let's do a fresh one. So notice I didn't mention anyone. I didn't say anything about Boho Chic or please solve my problem. I simply expressed a love for this dress and a desire to have it for my friend's party this weekend. And here's the response from Boho Chic, 9 seconds later. Hey Mia, PCF, we have some hot new dresses here, and that's a map to our store. We have a code custom generated for her and a 30% offer in store today. We're taking a tweet from Maya that expresses interest and desire in a specific dress, and we're matching it to our inventory and showing her that we have something just as good available in store near her today. And to sweeten the offer, we'll give her 30% off when she brings that code in. So how is this possible? How did we take this simple tweet and turn it into an offer? Well, it turns out we had everything we needed in PCF and GCP. We didn't have to ask for permission to use these tools. We didn't have to ask for resources. Everything was available to us as customers of PCF on GCP. There was nothing to deploy or even configure. We simply wrote some microservices, pushed them to PCF, and then bound them to GCP's big data and machine learning services. And all told, it took us about 6 weeks of coding. There certainly was some preparation, some research going into this, but when it got down to it, we were able to knock this thing out in about a month and a half. And what's interesting there is that our next experiment will be even quicker because we have familiarity with some of these tools. We have familiarity with the workflows needed to build a solution like this. This notion of taking data, turning it into information, then knowledge, then insight, and ultimately action. This is the gist of what we've built. And to do that, first we ingest tweets in number 1. So anyone we follow, we look at what they're tweeting about and look for something of value that we can respond to. We pull that into a Spring Cloud data flow pipeline. That's number 2, 3, 9, and 15. 3 actually pushes the data to a data science interrogator app, Python code that we wrote, that interrogates the tweet, pushes it through the Google Cloud Vision API to understand the content of the image, the description of the image, and then takes that text and the original tweet text and pushes it through the natural language processing API to understand sentiment. At that point, we store it off in a persistent service. This becomes our notion of what we understand about Maya. We then push it down to another Spring Cloud data flow processor, number 9, that pushes it to number 10, another data science evaluator app, also written in Python. And it's here where we match the sentiment and desire to our inventory. The inventory match is backed by Google Cloud TensorFlow machine learning model that we've trained up over time. And of course, we pushed our retail inventory, the images, through the Google Cloud Vision API as well, so that we understand the content of those and can better match them. So ultimately, number 10 decides if we have a good match and can write an offer for Mia. If so, we push that to number 15, which is responsible for sending a tweet back off the wire to the Twitter app in number 1. We also wrote a demo UI that shows this process in more detail. So here again, we have the same data, information, knowledge, insight, and action as before. We have the incoming tweet, the image, the timestamp, and the location. We see through the Google Cloud Vision API that we're looking at clothing, a day dress, etc., etc. The Cloud NLP API gives us the sentiment and the judgment that yes, we should make an offer if we have something of value. We store this off into Google Cloud Storage as the beginnings of a user profile. Of course, if we had a retailer's clickstream, if we had access to more social media feeds, this would be far more robust, but for now it's sufficient to prove the case. Ultimately then, in the insight column, we have a basic data science best match problem. We take what we know about the first image and we compare it to the ones we have in our inventory. And in this case, we found 4 that fit the bill quite well. We have a location nearby, and ultimately we batch that up into a tweet that we send to Mia. So that is how we boost customer engagement and how we use data to drive personalization and how we do it all with PCF and GCP. I hope you enjoy this quick walkthrough. If you have any questions, by all means, reach out to me. I can be found on Twitter, and you probably know how to email me if you're seeing this video. Thanks so much.